Hello everyone, welcome to Katharine's Q&A, episode 9. This is a series where you can ask an author pretty much anything. Today's question I have is, what is the best advice I can give aspiring writers? Now, my answer is actually extremely lengthy, and because of that, and since I try to keep these relatively short, I'm going to make this a series. And so today I'm just going to give you a quick overall. I'm going to throw a lot of terms your way. I'm not going to stop to define everything because it will take way too long. So I'm going to break it up in a couple these next few weeks and keep an eye out so you can learn more as we go. But I'm just going to give you a quick overview today of a lot of things. So going back to the question, what is the best advice I can give aspiring writers? And that is, it is never too early to build your platform. What is your platform? This is going to be your network of people who are interested in your work, who are your supporters. They're going to be your followers on social media, your subscribers on your newsletter. They're the ones who want to read your book and want to talk about it to everyone in the world. So build your platform now. How do you do that? Well, there are a lot of things you can do. First and foremost, newsletters. Newsletters, I think, are essential. They're a way you can collect all these people who are already interested in you in particular or your work. And I've seen and read different authors' newsletters, and they vary dramatically. Some are very short, some are very long, some talk about themselves every time. Others really just show you the books and the links, and they're like, here you go. They can be daily, weekly, monthly, however often you want, but I do think they're critical, so please consider utilizing them. Social media is another big bracket. There are so many platforms you can utilize. One of the heavy hitters is Facebook. I think every author should have an author's page. Again, this is a way you can funnel followers from Facebook onto your page, so then you have their ear. You can then talk about your upcoming works, where you are, about yourself. You can post fun things. You can ask people to interact with you, saying, let's post everybody's animal today. What is your pet? Let's see each other's pets. Anything to drive engagement. If you want to keep it focused on your genre, great. If you want to keep it wider and more playful, sure. But it's a great thing to build a network. So start that today. Also, Facebook is great because there are so many groups that are resource-based. There's plenty of groups that network authors to other authors. Authors to readers, beta readers, alpha readers, ARC readers, lots of readers. There are places where you can participate in different events. Some of these online events are author takeovers, hops, shares, other various parties. Again, I'll go more into this in a subsequent episode. Anywho, moving right along. Instagram is another big one. And some people build followers super fast, some take a little while. It took me a little while to get started. One of the key things that I found that helps me gain followers on Instagram is there are online, I guess you can call them events, but they're follow trains. Usually people who have a number of followers will sponsor them. I'll talk more about them at a different point. But these follow trains, especially in the literary community, are pretty tight. They connect you with other authors, bookstagrammers. Again, it's good to have them follow you as well, because when you do put out a book or a series, and you're posting it on your platform and they're already following you, they see it. If they're interested in it, they may even share it on theirs. And if they have 2,000 or 10,000 followers, you'll probably get some interest that way in your work and who you are. And it's great. Now, there are, like I said, going back, there is a number of platforms. We have YouTube, you have Twitter, you have TikTok and Pinterest, and each of them has their own specific kind of vibe and niche and probably a preferential way of how to approach them. For me, Twitter is very news forward. It's very quick. You have to post a lot of content so you can be seen and found. And it's a great way to link, especially articles. If you, let's say, are a young adult writer and Barnes & Noble releases their spring top young adult books, you can take that article link, pop it on Twitter add a little bit. Hey guys, I write young adult. Here's some of what Barnes & Noble says their spring hits. What do you think? Hashtags, go. It's a great way, again, to start having people follow you because now they're interested in the content you put. And then when you release, you start talking about your book and people find it. YouTube's great, again, like videos like this where you can talk, you can do interviews, you can put trailers on. There are a lot of things you can utilize YouTube for. Pinterest, I'm a very visual person. I like playing with Pinterest. I have countless boards, and each board, if you are unfamiliar, it's like a virtual billboard. It's like a dream board or whatever you want to consider that way. But anywho, each different board you can have is themed differently. You can have one for each character and pin images of things they may like, or link images of actors that you would love to play or represent this character if your book ever turned into a movie or a series. So you can have a lot of fun with that. You can show visuals of your worlds or weaponry design. I like a lot of medieval weaponry in my books. But there's a lot you can do with Pinterest. TikTok is the young kid on the block, but it also came out swinging. We can put it that way. If you write young adult, it is, I think, a good thing for you to at least check out, because TikTok is where a vast majority of Gen Zers are on currently, and what is young adult geared towards, but that age bracket. And so again, if you write young adult, great, try it out, see what it can do. I haven't tested it out yet. It is on my to-do list, but I do advise you to check it out. There are a lot of authors already utilizing it right now, and a lot of them are having a lot of fun making their little videos. Now, some of you maybe are on all these platforms already and are comfortable with it and all know this, great. Or maybe you're a person who hasn't started any of this. And if that's the case, one of my other advice I'm going to give today is start slow. Pick one or two of these things that I just mentioned and focus your time on incorporating that in your schedule, building a rhythm, getting comfortable with how much time you need a lot for each media platform, and before you try to take it all on together. Because if you do too much at the all at once, you can get overwhelmed. You can lose focus. And remember, your priority is supposed to be, if you're trying to put out a book, you're supposed to be writing or editing, but writing new material. So you don't want to lose your time that should be for writing doing all this other stuff. So that just baby steps are probably key. Now, before I get off, I know I'm going way over time on this video, but I'm going to quickly mention one last thing I'm going to talk about later on in the series are the concepts of the PA and the VA. PAs are publishing assistants, VAs are virtual assistants. Just to keep it as brief as I can, they help you manage all of the above, everything that I've said today. They kind of help you with this. So I actually have one and love her to death, but it does take some of this off your shoulders. And again, you can continue building your platform and reaching followers, because what you want is have people already waiting in the wings, tongue-tied, waiting in the wings for your book release before it is released. Okay, so if you have any questions for me, you can put them in the comments. It could be about this, it could be about anything, or you can message me on all my social media. And until next time, Skål.